guys, welcome back to the Mal and Joe Show.
Today we have the pleasure of interviewing a phenomenal woman who has been featured in Indulge Magazine, Fort Worth Magazine, Texas Hill Country Reporter, Uplift TV, Shop PBS, and so many more. And so we're super excited to be in her fabulous studio today and talk to her more about how she got started and her journey.
Well, I'm going to hand it off and introduce a dear friend of mine. Her name is Marcie Finney Ditto. She's the owner of Mustard Seed Jewelry, and her story is phenomenal. And we are super excited to share this with you. You know, she started from her kitchen table, and now we are sitting in her wonderful studio, which is beautiful. It's like home. We were just telling her we wish we could just kind of move in. So I'd like to introduce my dear friend, Marcie Finney Ditto.
Hi, you guys. Such an honor to be with you.
Yes. So we're just super excited to sit here and kind of, talk about your story, and, we want to showcase your line and share a bunch of your accomplishments. And
absolutely. So we'd love to just hear about how you got started, why mustard seed.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm like every entrepreneur that started. I had a previous business prior to this. I was in branding and marketing, and I was a fine artist for 25 years. And really what this came out of is, I like to tell people it's like a business interrupted in prayer. So I actually received a vision of what I was to do in prayer, which is a very different way of thinking for most people and how different businesses start. And like that, I didn't really understand what I got at the time. I just knew that I was an artist, and I was like, I'm going to sketch this out. I've never made jewelry before. I don't know where this is going, but it feels really special. And so it took me about 3 years to make the first piece, because one of my gifts in design was that you could tell me about your business and I could see, 20 years out, and then we would have to work backwards. And so with this, when I had the vision, I just knew that I needed to piece it all apart, and how was I going to actually get what I saw in my mind and in my heart out into a physical, metal made piece, which I had never worked in before. So it took me 3 years to make it, and then when I started wearing it around, it was so loud for like 3 months. I mean, everywhere I went, it didn't matter if I was in the grocery store, if I was working out, it didn't matter. I wore the initial vine piece that I'd made, and people just asked me everywhere, where did you get that? Tell me about the mustard seeds. I want to know more about it, And so coming back to the mustard seed, I mean, my prayer life has been very, 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 it's number one in my life. And the mustard seed is really to help inspire people to grow deeper in their faith. And that even if they have faith as small as the mustard seed, they can move mountains in their life. And so it started with something so simple, and really just being able to inspire people to grow deeper and to be able to take those leaps and to be inspired to take leaps in their life. And I hope that this business and this vision is an example of that for people.
Yes. It's funny though, because when I was watching your Texas Country Reporter, you were featured there, and just to see how it all played out from how you started. And now here you are, and you're just beginning, and you're not even, this is just the beginning for you.
It started.
Yes.
So the best part about mustard seed, in my opinion, is that 30% of the proceeds go back to charity. And we mentioned you're starting, and you actually started on your kitchen table.
I did, and a lot of entrepreneurs, we start in the most unlikely of places. The garage, the kitchen table.
I think everyone starts in the garage, kitchen table,
and then it starts taking over your home, or it starts taking over something, and you go, oh my gosh, we've got to do more with this. And so yes, that's exactly how it started. But the 30% really came from that I knew I wanted to make an impact, and I wanted to be a demonstration and example for people that we can give more than the status quo and have a huge impact in our community. And I did that from the kitchen table, the first year of business, making almost 10,000 pieces by hand, and being able to donate over 60,000 to local charities just from the kitchen table.
Yeah, here in Tarrant County.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing.
And nationally with some charities as well. We get asked a lot to donate and to give, and we just do it because I believe the need is there, and it's not for me to judge how it goes out. I just love to give, and I want people to understand that we can be generous and be prosperous at the same time.
That's awesome.
I love that. I love that.
And I love one of the things that you do as well is that when people do receive their jewelry after it being shipped, would you tell us what you put in there as well?
And once again, all of these things came out of prayer for me. The 30% came out of wanting to give more than
Right.
the standard 10 to 15%, and have that really truly be a faith demonstration for people, that they can walk out on something they've never done, and then they'll be answered by that. I also have always created stories and prayers around each of my individual pieces, and so that's where the note cards came from. So the note cards, they get a series of 8 note cards that come with each thing they purchase, and those are specific prayers that I prayed about for years and then wrote them into note cards.
Oh, how cool is
And
that? See, I didn't even know
cool,
that.
Yes, and
I did not
so,
even know that.
you know, we're
Wow.
losing writing each other in this digital age. You know, we
Yes.
send texts, we send emails, but I mean, how amazing is it when you are stopped in your day that someone either handed you something, if you were in a grocery store, or they sent you a card in the mail. It's like we're not doing that with each other, and
Right.
we need it. We need
We
that
do.
connection to each other. And so that's really how the note cards, I wanted people to not lose writing each other.
Right.
And then really to have more prayer intention around it, of just blessing someone with a message for the day. And then we also created Seed Cash, which stemmed out of my younger life of going to bookstores and putting money in books and being able to help people if they were short on something, and just being as generous as I could at all times. And so I created the $2 Seed Cash very purposefully. A lot of people ask me, why $2? It's kind of random. You know? And for me, it was, once again, out of prayer. I was answered in prayer that $2 is unique, and I wanted it to be something small, just like the seed, that people just think it's somewhat insignificant. You know,
Right.
like, what am I going to do with $2? You know,
There's a lot that you
Yes.
can do with $2.
There is.
There
but
is.
the mountain moving aspect of that is that the $2 is really powerful when it's sown in love, and you give it to
Yes.
someone in love and kindness. And so we have thousands of stories of the Seed Cash being able to go out with intention to people, and how they've been $2 short, or
Right.
you know, they were able to do something for someone, or just even handing. Originally, I thought people would just hand people cash, but they actually hand them the full envelope with the message and everything, which is wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
So
then
they're
that
truly
gets
passing
paid
it
forward as
on.
well.
Yes.
So it's just really been important for us, for people to understand, and also it encourages people to step out, even though originally it wasn't their own money, but they get to step out and just give it. And we want them to really kind of immediately have an experience to give and see what that
How
feels like.
special is that, though, that you are truly moving mountains for people
We're
in all
trying.
ways, in all
Yeah.
ways. You know, not just from the person who's the customer or the client. You know, they're taking it even a further step by passing that and, you know, paying it forward.
Yes, and it's really hard sometimes to explain, you know, online, and to explain even through media all that comes with our jewelry. But the way, I think the shortest description of it, and that I hear from most customers, is it just feels like Christmas when they get it. It's just
Right.
like, you get to kind of open one thing after another, and I
Right.
really prayed about it being an experience for people. And that's really what our jewelry is it's not just jewelry. It is an experience, it is a moving
Yes.
occasion, and it stays with you. It's meant to be a reminder of that.
That's
It's
beautiful.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
So right now we're in your gorgeous studio, and we're surrounded by all this amazing jewelry. So how many lines do you have? And
Well, really everything is made with the mustard seeds, so it is really one line, but we do have several different things within that. So we have our layering pieces, which are little shorter pieces that are meant to just layer up with the pendants. We have the pendants, we have the tassel necklaces, which have been so very popular. We have our arrowhead collection, which still has the little seeds inlaid into those. We have our core pendants, we have earrings, we have new
I love
statement
that.
earrings this
I
year,
love it.
and those have over 200 seeds inlaid into them.
oh my gosh.
Wow, over 200?
Yes, and each pendant has about 100 seeds in it, even behind all the bling.
So
Yeah.
how many seeds do you use in a year? Do you know? Have you kept track?
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, our first year, we single-handedly made almost 10,000 pieces that first year, and that was an orchestration. And we went through about a 5-pound bag of mustard seeds. And
Wow.
Oh my
this,
gosh.
in the past, we have probably gone through 10 and 11-pound bags of mustard
Wow.
seeds.
That is
And
amazing.
yes, there's a lot of seeds that come
Yeah.
out.
That's,
of
that's,
the world.
that's
Absolutely.
probably what, over, you know, 150,000 seeds
Mhm.
that you use in a year, or your first
More
year?
than
Wow, more, I mean, more than that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just.
Because they're so
it's
tiny.
crazy.
You know, to make up a pound.
Right.
It's a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my
Very cool.
goodness.
So I know that you have a limited edition line, or is that?
We do. Well, it is, everything that we make is limited edition. So on our website, you can purchase our core product, which is kind of, we do have a few limited editions on there, but it's pretty much everything. We will always have those pieces, But then we work with different vintage dealers from all over the U.S. We try to keep everything U.S. made and source as much in the U.S. as we can. And so, we might have 5 of something, we might have 6 of something, and so all of that really goes out to our retailers, it goes out to support charities, and then we also have it here in the studio and we feature it on social media. So to get those items, you really have to come and you have to, support a charity, or you have to buy it on social media.
But now people can make appointments to come and visit you too.
Oh yes,
well.
oh yes, we love that. We love.
But you're not a storefront.
No,
Yes.
we do love for people to come to the studio because it is an experience in
Right.
itself, and it's just fun to see where it's made and to be able to share the stories of how it got created with people and all of that. We love that, and so yes, you can always come and shop from our limited edition collection.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
that's amazing. And I think it's perfect because it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So you can have all of the gentlemen out there give you a call, set up an appointment
Friends,
to come in.
family, for everyone to come out
Yep.
and purchase a few things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll give Tyler your number.
Yeah.
We do like to help guys a lot. It is,
Yeah.
Well, you have a men's line
We
too.
do. We offer cufflinks for men.
Yes.
So we have several different styles. We probably have about 15 different styles. And so, they're great for wedding occasions, social occasions. We have a lot of people when they're getting married. It's such a special gift to give the groom. And so,
Yes.
they're really wonderful.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Well, that's awesome. So to purchase outside of social media, they can also go to a local Woodhouse Day Spa.
Yes, our national partner is the Woodhouse Day Spa, and of course PBS as well. They can shop online with PBS or through their catalog. But the Woodhouse Day Spa here in Fort Worth, and we're in 20 locations around the country, and soon to be in more.
I
That's
can't wait to
exciting.
find out where you're going to be next.
I know.
I'm praying that QVC one day is on your radar. Yes.
Put all the good vibes
The
for
good
you.
vibes.
Definitely.
Yes.
If it, God willing, it is supposed to happen. it'll
Yes.
happen.
Yes.
But we have miracles that happen all the time. So, the main idea for me is that this is a ministry and a prayer that goes out across the world. So as far reaching as it is going to be is really out of my hands. It's just I get to gracefully be the hands that get to make it and
Yes.
put it out there. And so I always know that is really that is out of my hands, but I'm grateful for the opportunities that they come.
Just don't do any rock climbing, right?
Right. And take your vitamins.
And take your vitamins.
Enjoy
Yes.
vitamins. Yes.
Yes. And now, just to change subject, but what is something that you do for fun? Just,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what is, or that's your prayer time, I should say, or something that you find
Yes.
peaceful, because all the crazy that goes on in here, and
Yeah.
you're super busy all the time.
Prayer life is number one for me. I enjoy sitting in the silence and being able to just have silent prayer time every day. I've done that for over 20 years, and that's really how I was answered in prayer with this, what I call for most people is a gifting, when you get
Right.
given something.
Mhm.
And always when you're given that, you have a choice. You can say yes or no. And so I love to encourage people to say that yes that comes out of those wonderful things in our lives. I've been an athlete my whole life, so I love to be active.
Love it.
Yes, I do yoga practice, which really helps me, just sitting all day and doing what we do,
Right.
and then going to
Stretching out.
shows and things like that. Yes, you need to take care of your body and really pay attention to that nutrition. Love that. Love to eat healthy and to
Wonderful.
give back. And then of course all the charity we do. It lights up my heart. So
I
I'd love to be
that's
out and be
amazing.
with people.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That is great. Well, we thank you so much.
Yes.
It was a
Thank you for
pleasure.
Pleasure,
being
yes,
here.
and always. It's always fun to be around you and just to enjoy, soak up that good energy that you have.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, we'll link everything so you can
Right.
shop Mustard Seed here in the link below. So feel free to give her a call and come check out the studio and shop and
And easiest place to find her would be on social media.
Absolutely.
Instagram, Mustard Seed Jewelry, and also she is online, and she is also at Shop PBS.
absolutely.
So definitely go out and find some good gifts for Valentine's and all year round gifts.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Not just Valentine's.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys. See you next time.
See you next time.
I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top.